Hi, I'm Martina. Welcome to Magnetic Clarity. I'm a kinesiologist. I use tarot to explore downloads that will help us cultivate the life we want. Hi, everyone. So I thought I would do a zodiac check-in. Hopefully keeping them short just so that you can get in, get out. And we're just going to touch on all areas of, our human lives, like money, love, career, the basics. But if there is a stronger message that doesn't fall into those sort of titles, then, the message is what the message is. I believe all readings are timeless. So just remember, energy is energy, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Pisces, so you have azurite, so this is your crystal. Lots of blues and greens. Be real with me, I will be real with you. Play games with me, you will look like a fool. Pisces energy. Your current energy, the mountain. What is it you're working through? What energy is here to help you with it? Swan energy, I love it. What could be some blind spots? Belonging. What about physical shifts? Lung energy. Inspiration or grief, need breathing space. Lung energy. Do you need some inspiration? Do you need to let go of something? Let's see. So tarot, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. And we have the Ten of Wands. Sanctuary, good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath. Or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell into someone else's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. Okay, so let me just get some oils to tune into the energy for Pisces. Lots of blues, yeah? Even with your crystal. It's very calming. Let's see. For Pisces. Okay. 2 oils, rose, unconditional love, and gentle calmness, more calm energy. Sends and surrounds you in the love of pink healing light. Provides cooling effects on perceived danger or out of control feelings. Okay. So let's start with chamomile. Instantly. And rose. Guess we all knows what rose smells like. I'm actually drinking rose water as well, so maybe I'll just take a little sip for you. It's like a teeny tiny bubble bath. I think, Pisces, you've been working on yourself. I feel like you have been climbing the summit to who you are. I feel like you've been really working on your boundaries. You've been deciding who you are. You've been cutting away with what doesn't serve you. It hasn't been easy. Some of those journeys or lessons come with, a reason to keep, soldiering on. Because, leaving comfort zones is uncomfortable. And sometimes that gets pushed upon us. So if there's been a situation where you've really just been letting go of a lot of dead wood, I feel like that's where you're at. You're picking new. You're finding your own light. Your engine is, the fire in your belly is, soaring forward for you, and you're creating new heights, and you've been working really hard at it. I feel like you found inspiration within yourself, and it probably did come with a price attached, but I think it was worth it in the end. I think the cards are saying maybe it's time to just, get some breathing space. You have been, maybe even a bit of altitude sickness. Like maybe your growth has been quite fast, that you just need to, take a breathing space. Or, you've been reached dizzy heights of inspiration. It looks like the Northern Lights here. It's like you have been reaching for uniqueness in your life, and you have been trying to soldier on through that. You've been chasing and following your dreams, like it's just, and you've been doing it with, this like gentle calmness, this swan energy. Like you're doing it gracefully. You're honoring your own soul journey. You've been tuning into your own intuition, your own wisdom. And on some level, you've had to be doing some unconditional love with yourself, It's not easy to reach those heights when there's so much chaos around all of us, right? The world is a battered old place at the moment. And it's not been easy, right? Maybe when people look at your life and what you've achieved, they think it's easy, but because you do it so gracefully and so with a lot of sophistication, I feel like it's just really classy work, and maybe even got that quiet achievement vibe to it as well. But I do think you're looking for that soul partner now. I feel like if you're not in a relationship, you're looking for your counterpart. You're wondering what all this work is, if you feel like you don't really belong to anyone to acknowledge it. If you are in a partnership, then it's about maybe alchemizing this new growth spurt that you've had for your own individuality. And sometimes you just need some breathing space from each other, just not because there's any negative energy, but it's giving that space to breathe a new co-creation between the two of you. It's like, just let it simmer, maybe you've both been doing some of that work. I actually feel like with the work that you've been going through, you actually have reached a lot of even financial success. And I feel like that's, if this is not just even a metaphysical trip, maybe you can go away and find some R&R in some distant lands with some really inspirational energy around you. It's like you have earned it. And maybe that is part of some of the lessons you've learned. Every time we reach a new milestone in our lives, sometimes we can lose or somehow separate unintentionally some of the networks that we've had. So some of our relationships might pitter away. Sometimes they, don't make the climb with you. So then that can rock that belonging too, wondering what your social network is. But sometimes you just have to go with the flow and see what else is out there, and build new ones and more inspiring relationships too. So I think because you really have resurrected yourself and what you stand for in this life right now, that's where your wish fulfillment's coming. And that's why it feels easy, because you're in total alignment. It's like you're matching your inner energy with the outer energy. But, we're all humans, and we all have a little bit extra that we're trying to expand on and grow and keep achieving. It's like, taking the next summit and the next summit. So you've definitely got fire in your belly. Just be mindful that you don't burn out and that you do take the rest when required. But so far your cups are full, and it's a great reading, Pisces. Let's see if there's any other messages in terms of well, let's see what your next step is. What's your next trail? If it is the Sanctuary card, what does this Sanctuary look like for Pisces? Can we have more messages for Pisces? Okay, so we have, Nine of Swords, the Strength card, Ten of Swords, and the Fool. So you've been building your strength and you've been working hard, it seems. And it hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of things you've had to clear out. And sometimes it felt like you were taking the hit, right? Even though there were some of your choices, you thought maybe others around you might have, rallied around you and acknowledged some of your achievements, but maybe that hasn't landed. Sometimes that's the way it goes, right? But I feel like your next step is to, start this a new experience to have now that you've built this inner soft strength. And then again, this is elegant strength. This is like vulnerable strength. This isn't like bulldozing through your life. This is like that graceful, sophisticated strength that you've been building, and it seems like a really emotional stability that you've built for yourself, that this kind of internal battle, or even allowing others to sort of diminish you a little bit with some of the trials and tribulations of life, it's that you've come back with this soft, playful calmness. It's like this unconditional love and gentle calmness. It's like you can almost forgive some of these energies around you because you know who you are, you know what you're made of, and you also understand that everyone's on their own trail, right? So but it's ready for you to birth something new, Pisces. So it'd be interesting to see what you might be nesting here in your little sanctuary. So let's see. What is it that you actually cut away that was no longer serving you? And was it the right decision? Okay, nothing to say about it. Huh. Okay, decisions were made to walk away, possibly you. Daughter of Cups and Six of... there wasn't enough give and take, right? You had to make a decision. You couldn't be the whole, resource for some of the areas in your life. You had to cut away that dead wood. It wasn't an equal exchange. And you wanted to... it's like follow a new path. It's like you tried to make it work. You were offering all that you could, but it wasn't your highest good. So, even though this is a little duck, I feel like it's a baby swan. I feel like you were just earning your wings, so to speak. It's like you were building that strength and you knew you had to do it, and it was a decision you made. Not only did you make it, you certainly walked away from it. So it was like chop. And it's definitely planted a seed, a new physical seed in your world. That could be a business decision, that could be an investment, that could be a new relationship, it could be a new way of being your healthier self. Maybe this has been a physical challenge for you that you've excelled at. It's many things, right? But obviously don't make the story fit. It's, take what resonates. But let's find out something about belonging. What does your new belonging look like? What is this belonging about? Well, you're changing. That's why. It's kind of like you every time you change, you feel the sense of not belonging. I think that's so natural for us. And I think it's a little bit what I touched on before. It's like just finding that unconditional love for yourself, nurture yourself through this change. You've been through a lot, It takes a lot to for a butterfly to emerge. So I feel like that's what you've been doing with all of these heavy energies. You're past that now. You're just looking at this reading going, yeah, I remember that. Thank God that part's over. It's not like it's coming up. This is being where you're at now. It's like pushing you up this mountain now to see the summit, to see what's over the next horizon. What is it? What is way more, more beautiful and unconditional love. It's like you're going to see it from a brand new perspective. And with the Northern Lights, it's like you are following your true north to see the magnificent of the potential of your life. And you do that with such soft energy that you become a receiver of it. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you. Just follow your own path, Pisces. But yeah, okay, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a million. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks a million.